It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Rhonda.
What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda, and I'm back to talk about. What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. Happy Thursday. We almost to the end of this work week. I work on the weekends, so I'll be at work on the weekend. Anyway, y'all, we here to talk about Married to Medicine. It's season 11, episode 3. Y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel. Let's get into the thing that was going on over here in Married to Medicine. So Quad is over at the crib. She cooking up a little something breakfast for her, and I'm assuming her man. Like the way Quad performs, like we all know she knew that man was going to come around the corner with all of the things that he came around the corner with. Quad gonna give you a performance, and okay, so we gonna roll with it. Her phone rings. Hey, babe, come outside. Why I gotta come outside? You know you got the key and the code to get in. Yeah, we're assuming that if y'all are doing all these things quiet, yeah, he got a key and the code to get in. Got it. So he pulls up around the corner. He's got a Rolls Royce child with a big old red bow on the top. I mean, she says her man owns a luxury car rental company. And she said bought, but I'm like, did he buy the car for her? Or did he borrow the car for her? Because I'm not mad if he borrowed the car for her. If he's like, that's way better than buying the car for her, to be honest. You know, you lease that thing or whatever you're doing over there with it, and then you give it back. He's got a Louis Vuitton box in the trunk of the car. It just was a whole big performance. I'm guessing this is like her birthday after, her present after her birthday party. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and say we still celebrating Quad's birthday. That's why she get all these gifts. She says she got a man that's a provider and things. This is the thing about Atlanta. I feel like not much has changed since I used to live there. This is what the girls do. They do a lot of showboating over there. All the girls that Quiet hangs out with, like the Porsches and the meat, what's her name? Camilla or whatever her best friend's name is. She's gonna be on this season finally after all these years. Anyway, that's what they do over there. It's the Rolls Royces now. That's what you got to do if you want to be one of the it girls over there. So well, I found her a man with a luxury car company who was like, nice to look at and all the things. I feel like she's winning. And I feel a certain kind of chemistry between the two. Like, you know how they bring these guys on the show and you're like, okay, girl. That's not what it's giving. It's giving it's giving Quad and her man like to, do all the things over here and be flashy and things. They've been to Paris many times, he says. 3 times this year. They'd be going back and forth to Paris. So she needs some new Paris luggage. And so he bought her a Louis Vuitton suitcase. Quad is a princess. These are the things that she's never, ever, ever, ever would have gotten from Dr. G. So, I'm happy for Quad. I feel like Quad got out of that marriage and she was doing her thing, being around the world, traveled woman with businesses and things. I think Quad has been having a lot of fun. You know what I mean? And so now she's ready to settle and have some babies. She's 44 years old. I don't know how old this man is, but kind of doesn't matter when it comes to this, unless you're Dr. Greg and you got some slow little swimmers or what have you. But I feel like um, in this situation, she's got a young, thing over here. To me, 44 is not old, so, you know. She says she's ready to get IVF. And so they have this flashback of when her and Dr. G were having a conversation about having babies, and we all was like, why I don't want that man's baby. If your relationship is very tumultuous, and now we're over here having cops calling things, like I don't know that it's a good idea to be bringing a child into that situation. Plus, in a very shallow perspective, this man's genetics is a lot better than Dr. G. I'm sorry. That's the only way I can know how to say it. He's tall, he's good looking. this is a matter of opinion. This is just for my, like I said, this is my opinion. Other people might feel other things. This is just the way I'm feeling over here. So she's doing IVF, and I'm assuming that's because she's 44 and she can't like she not that she can't, but she doesn't want to like risk trying to get pregnant and then having to wait and the process. We see what Sweet Tea is going on over there, her with her trying. At Quad's age, like, she said she went to the doctor. The doctor said everything looks good. So we're gonna try to have twins. We're gonna knock them both out at the same time. Because like I said, she's not 34. So if she's gonna do it, and from what I understand, I know IVF ain't cheap. So if she gonna do it, she might as well go ahead and just do it. And that now you can order you what you want. She could be like, I will have one boy and one girl, please. And then, ta-da. Anyway, I hope she gets what she wants out of this. And this is the thing. This is probably a very unpopular opinion because I know, when you go down the road, like, Quad be going with the, won't he do it and the hallelujah and, all of that stuff that should be having going on over there, according to the book of rules that a lot of people that follow that particular road, she's supposed to be married to this man before she, undoes the thing where you're supposed to be virtuous and things until you're matrimony. I feel like they've crossed that road a lot. I feel like, it's a fun ride, and that's why this nigga's over here rolling up in Rolls Royces and Louis Vuitton luggages. And if he has a luxury car company, this is another thing. It's, Atlanta has always, when I lived there, Atlanta has men that have money, like, it's black men. I'll put it that way. You go to some towns and there's not a lot of money in the black community. Atlanta is not that. There's athletes, but there's also other things. There's doctors, there's lawyers. There's a lot of affluent black folks in the ATL. So, I'm not going to, he don't, I'm not going to come straight out the gate calling this man a scammer. It seems like that's a very good business to invest in. And, so we're going to leave it at that until I hear something other than, it is what it is. As far as him doing all this luxurious shit that he's doing for Quiet always is like that. That's what she does. She like gets these humongous homes and things, and I guess, girl. But I do understand that why she would want to go this road. And she's like, I've got this fine man over here that I'm enjoy spending time with. They throwing out the L word, but it is what it is. I feel like, I guess it's been a year, maybe more, but I feel like the L word turns into the L word once you like spend some energy creating a family unit. And I don't mean not a partnership, whatever your situation look like over there. I think it grows with time. That's what I'm trying to say, or it gets busted all over the place, depending on how people act all up in the situation. Anyway, we talking about the kids over here. So generally, people who follow a certain, book of rules and guidelines, things have an idea of what things are supposed to look like as it relates to family with the husband and the da 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 da. Other people are out here like having to just, get a sperm donor, like the lady over at Dr. Jackie's office. She had a lesbian lady over there, wants to have a child. She's going to need a sperm donor. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, Dr. Jackie, there you go. But Quad doesn't need that. She has some, she could do it the fun way. Is he gonna be a good man or a good dad? We don't know. And that would not be different regardless to whether he worked at the Amico station and they were just very much regular folks, or these people over here on a reality TV show. We don't know. I don't know if he got any kids. I'm not about to do no background check on this man. He is not my man. So if Quad didn't do a background check, then that's on her. Does he have any like sperm donor babies that he donated to any of his friends? I'm just saying. If you didn't watch Love is Blind, then you don't have any idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm not mad at it. And I feel like, why not go that road? Like, is it different? Like having this man that I enjoy spending time with. And at 44, I've decided this is the man that I'm going to, have children with. That's all I heard her say. I didn't hear her say nothing about any of those other things. Now, I'm guessing that's what she wants, but for right now, She's 44 and she wanted a baby, and she's got a fine specimen here to go ahead and, go down that road. Quad, I think, has proved that she can take care of herself, regardless to whether she has a man in her life. So when Quad has children, they will be like over here like them damn dogs with the outfits and Louis Vuitton shoes and all the things. Toya and her son Avery. So Eugene has a new office. He's doing hormone therapy. I think good, Dr. Eugene. I feel like that's an amazing field to go down because once you reach a particular age, those are kind of probably some of the doctors that you're going to add to your list. They have this little conversation. He's trying to explain like what hormone therapy is to his son, and then Toya goes down this creepy road of wet dreams and wanting to hear details. Anyway, um, she wants to have some input on what services are on the menu, even though she won't be over there performing any of them. She just has an idea. She thinks Botox should be added to the list. I guess. Um, Dr. Eugene said he not trying to like bite off more than he could chew. He wants to, be able to run a good sound business before he just start adding things on there. And he's not opposed to it, but he's basically saying, I'll bring in a Botox person once I research and do things that it's going to make this a, 5-star situation. Be over here being no hack job doing Botox in the back room because I've seen it. Be like, you're weird as shit. Let the Botox dude come in your office and shoot up your forehead. I guess. Simone and Cecil, remember they bought their boys this condo that they're supposed to be over here living in for free for a year before they have to pay for it. I'd be really surprised to know if they paying rent or not. Simone want her coin. Cecil's all like easy peasy lemon squeezy over here. And they went over here to clean up this place, and the boys were supposed to be there to clean it up, but they know full well if they're not there, then their mom and dad's gonna do it anyway. Simone talking about she needed to teach them they were supposed to be there so we could teach them how to clean. They lived in your house. You didn't teach them when they lived in your house. There's no point in you going over to their house to do it. And Simone, you moved out. You moved out of the house into your own place and let them niggas be at the house by themselves. So, make Cecil go do it. He don't have nothing to do. And then they can pay him. I'm just saying, we don't know what Cecil does. And I'm not mad if Cecil doesn't have to do anything. But if he wants to be the housekeeper for his sons, he should go do that. Simone tells Cecil about Quad's new man, and Cecil's like, I've been asking her, like, what's up, and she ain't saying nothing, and she seems a little bothered that Quad's had this man for a whole year, and we didn't know nothing about it. So, I just don't feel like, even if it was a close friend of mine who found somebody and she just wanted to, like, be in that space, that bubble of just me and something new. When she ready to start telling people about it, she ready. It's just Simone, you're not real very high on her list of people to get to. Y'all are still over here contemplating having discussions about things that happened last year. She tells Cecil like she feels like she should apologize for what she said about Quad's family member. However, she ain't sorry about what happened in Napa. Okay then. Listen, if you ain't sorry, you ain't sorry. I don't want somebody apologizing to me if they ain't sorry. Cecil thinks that's going backwards. He's like, we got past that. Now, child, Quad don't tell you all her business. And so we're gonna let that go. And whatever had going on in Napa, I guess y'all are gonna have to work your way through that. I personally feel like I agree with Cecil. Simone, what is your requirements for friendship? Quad be over here with Portia and Samia, Camilla. Oh, Shamia. Shamia. I think her name is Shamia. She be over here with Shamia and Portia and Yandy. And girl, Simone, are you hanging out with them? Or is this the girl group you always wanted to be a part of, but you ended up with a friend group like Dr. Jackie? Fun times over there. Anyway, after they cleaned up, they snatched one of the boys' speaker. They said it was $400. That's how much that speaker is. And so she said that will pay for the cleaning service. $400 for a speaker in a condo. Their neighbors hate them. I'm not counting the boys' check, but if they could pay $400 for a speaker, they could pay for a cleaning lady. And a $400 speaker in a condo makes me feel like it'd be really loud. And did you see all the alcohol on that counter? I was like, what, they be even having parties? I mean, the speaker and the booze does kind of give you the party vibe. I don't know what they doing over there, but I bet it's loud. Anyway, not so much anymore. Your mama took your speaker. They definitely need a cleaning lady though. You're not about to tear up my condo. No. If you want to be nasty like that, then you're gonna have to get your coins together, take your speakers and things, turn them in and try to get a down payment for a house where I have nothing to do with. My name is nowhere on it. Contessa has Phaedra and Sweet Tea over for a little girls get together. I'm not sure why Contessa is walking around the house just like a Pop-Tart. Girl, a pink Pop-Tart. Now, Contessa's body looks amazing, but it always has. So, but the 6-inch heels and the booty coochie dress, girl, what? The food looked good. I don't know where she ordered it from. She did say she was like taking it out, and I'm fine about that. Like, who finna be rocking around in a pink hoochie coochie dress and high heel shoes and cooking chicken wings and things? So, she ordered the food. It's just like a lot of work for Sweet Tea and Phaedra. Phaedra had a little sundress on, but I think her feet was in some like slides. Is it just me, or does Contessa's face look very tight? I don't know. Like I said, her body always been bodying, but she just looks like this in her confessional. I'm like, girl, why your face so tight? Relax. What is she doing over at her office? Contessa goes into this whole, dialogue about how horrible Heavenly is and how she doesn't like her because Heavenly said bad things. And I'm like, girl, you've been gone, but you ain't been gone that long. You said bad things. You keep trying to put this on Heavenly, and as much as Heavenly is messy as hell, this is all on you. All of it. You told this to not just Heavenly. I remember they was on some type of vacation, and this lady was like crouched up in the kitchen in the corner in the hotel room, acting like she was scared. Then you want to come back because Heavenly answered the question, child. And she gonna say it, but she gonna take it back. Now, shouldn't have had her all up in your business like that. Nor the rest of us. You made your husband look bad. Sweet Tea comes up a child dressed like somebody's auntie. Phaedra said that lady looked like Walona. And then I was like, what is those shoes doing? I feel like Rolanda was very fly, first of all. So, I mean, the 70s print, maybe, and please, and understand how much I love a 70s print. It's just Sweet Tea. The way she, it wasn't given anything really. But I mean, to be honest, she was just coming over to Contessa's house. Like, y'all be all on some bullshit. Like, she got to be Gucci'd up and stuff. I don't know where she found that dress from. She said she was on an upscale version of herself. So, okay, give the girl time. She don't look as foolish as this Contessa walking around, like she just came out of a plastic box and the Battelle stamped on it. They were over here saying that Heavenly is an internet assassin. And Sweet Tea says she's trying to have a baby. She's not about to be letting this upset her like that, like that. I mean, I guess, Sweet Tea, you and Dr. Heavenly went very low, and I feel like y'all should not have nothing to do with each other. Neither one of y'all. They start talking about the party, and Sweet Tea says she understands why Quad wouldn't have her, at her birthday party. And I'm like, good, because we don't understand why she would have her. That was Toya's nonsense. And then they, let her know, well, Quad has a man now, girl. and she clapping her hands. Oh my God, thank God Quan has a man. And I'm like, was Quan pressing Dr. G? I don't think so. Like you, Quad was gone before you got there. And here you live in a house that she lived in and the furniture that she decorated. You're living in Quad's old house, literally. Like when you walk in there, it look like Quad's house. And Dr. G is over here trying to preserve the daggone kitchen table. That shit should have been cleared the fuck out. I don't want any of it. I don't even want to stay in this house, but she wasn't bringing nothing to the table. You know, she came over there to move into the house. So while she's sitting up there talking about how quiet, I hope he got some money because that seems to be what makes her happy. That nigga didn't buy Quad's house. She bought her own house. He brought a luxury car over there, but that's what he's supposed to do if he owns a luxury car rental company. She said he gonna have her riding as nice as he riding. How's Dr. G got you riding? I tell you how over there dressed up like in a costume, being ridiculous while he giggles. What kind of car you got, sweetie? Did he gift you that? So, yeah, if a man gets with quiet, he probably gonna have to have some money. Probably. But that's not a wrong thing. Hell, she got hers. He should at least be matching that. Jeez. Well, they decide, they want to have a girls' trip where they're gonna get together. We know how they do it. We're gonna get together and we're gonna have hash out these conversations and get our grievances all cleared up and out of the way. And then we're gonna have a good time. They always say that. We know that's not what it is. I'm gonna go on a trip with a bunch of girls I don't really get along with, and we gonna have great conversation and then enjoy each other's company. Okay. But that's what we're doing. Meanwhile, Dr. Heatherly is at her office and her son is an intern over there. And I think that's very cool. He's becoming a young dentist. And I think, being able to apprentice under your parent, that's cool. Like the whole thing is, wasn't he over here? Is that the same son that was purchasing condos and things? Seems like Dr. Heavenly is over here teaching her kids how to, be wealthy off on their own. Meanwhile, Michael and that other dude, I don't know his name, Dr. Simone's kids can't even take out the trash. So the ladies received their invitation to this shindig that what's their name? Contessa and Phaedra and Sweetie. They received their invitations from this party that's about to go down in Orlando. This is going down as a hoedown. And yeah, so I mean, listen, you can find anything you want here. You want a rodeo, it's gonna be a rodeo. You want to go gator hunting, you just go gator hunting on an airboat. You could do. You want to like have Whoville on a highway, just drive down I-4 at a certain time of night. You get fireworks and volcanoes, and it's a it's the whole thing around here. So you can find whatever you want. Apollo comes to pick the kids up from Phaedra's house, and they didn't seem excited to go over there. Maybe it was filming. I don't know. The whole thing was weird. Apollo said Toya was over there asking about his personal business, but that's what Toya do. So over at Dr. Gregory's house, Sweetie is on the phone with her sister. Apparently, her sister is pregnant, and I was like, "Oh wow, that has to be hard." She over here struggling to get pregnant, and her sister is, in the process of producing a child. Um, her and Greg sit down and talk about having a deadline, and he said 2 years, and she's, now in tears, and she's very emotional, and I'm like, well, wait a minute now. I don't know how old is Dr. Greg. 50, I'm gonna say 55 or better. He up there with Dr. Heavenly and them, at least. And so, sweetie, how old do you plan on? I mean, I don't think she thought this whole thing out. I don't think she thought this whole thing out at all in terms of, I mean, the reality of having a child. Maybe she thought she was going to go over there and get pregnant right quick, but I also feel like she's always had this history of issues as it relates to her reproductive system. So, we still up in the air as to whether she knew or not. I feel like she had an idea. That's all I'm saying about that. Um, at the end of the day, I guess maybe she gonna have to start trying to figure out what is her plan B because, IVF, I guess, could it be an option? I don't know. I feel like her and Quad have two different situations. With Quad, I feel like an age at a time thing. She's like, let's get this thing done because I can't, I don't have a whole lot of years to wait. Sweet Tea, on the other hand, is dealing with, we don't know like if it's her or if it's her husband. Her husband is old. We don't know if his swimmers are swimming like they used to. You know what I'm saying? So the combination of the two just, it ain't producing something so quickly. I feel like the whole first part of her marriage, like she has come over here and like went straight into, she didn't get to enjoy nothing. She came straight over here and went straight into trying to produce a child. That's crazy. Like you didn't get to enjoy, like, what is the marriage gonna be like? You came here from Texas. You a transplant, the exotic kind. And you come straight over here and you focusing on, cooking, cleaning, and getting pregnant. That's stressful. Dressing up in costumes for this freaky little nigga. Anyway, they off to Orlando, child. They going, camping, or whatever the hell they doing with them. It's gonna be luxurious, I'm sure. We got a few relationships that are in disarray, so I guess everybody need to apologize to everybody except for those who don't. Toya don't seem to be in no mess. And Dr. Jackie is doing what Dr. Jackie does. She don't apologize. The apologize is for you. That's what Cecil said. She said. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be such a smooth ride. We see the preview where Contessa is over here telling Dr. Heavenly to square up. And I'm like, girl, square up with your muscle-bound self. Nobody wants to fight Contessa. She looked like she could kick somebody's ass. Even with them 6-inch shoes on, she was very muscular and strong looking. Second of all, girl, how old are you? Are you really about to fight Dr. Heavenly? That's silly. That's what you came back over here to do. Because why? Because of Scott? Okay, girl. Anyway, I guess we'll see how all the drama ensues. Y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll be back next week. Bye, y'all.